A community is reportedly irate after police shot and killed a 15-year-old boy with autism who had the mental capacity of a 10-year-old. So on February 9th of this year, Chase de Bellenhard decided to go for a walk around his neighborhood. This was after his parents had just left the house to go out for a Super Bowl gathering. This was in Surrey, British Columbia, which is in Canada. So that afternoon, police got a call that there was a person with a weapon at a school. The incidents that happened next were said to have been caught on a neighbor's surveillance camera. The video reportedly showed Chase walking with a limp past a cop car with what parents say was a pellet gun held to his head. His dad said he was walking away very slowly, he wasn't running, and he wasn't showing any aggression whatsoever towards the police. Then it was said police who were all very heavily armed could be heard negotiating with Chase. One of the officers told Chase he didn't want to do this and to put the weapon down. So at that point, the footage shows Chase raising his arm and then pointing the object that was in his hand towards the police at the scene. He then ducks behind a bush as the police take cover behind a patrol vehicle. It was said that at this point, he was out of the camera's view. 2 shots then rang out as police ran towards him. He was struck by gunfire and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Now, reportedly, his parents are saying not only was his gun a pellet gun, but it was also unloaded. His parents said that despite him raising the object in his hand to his head, that Chase was not suicidal, that he was likely scared, confused, and possibly disoriented. It was said that since he was autistic, he likely wasn't hearing anything the cops were saying to him, and that he was walking away from the noise with no idea how serious the situation was, and he was likely wondering why people were yelling at him. His mom thinks that Chase was likely out for a walk at that time and was probably role-playing and making silly videos like he often did. She said that he wasn't able to realize how what he was doing might frighten people around him who saw what was going on. The parents are now raising questions about the use of force and the training of the police officers who were involved had in responding to calls with people with autism. And the other thing is, at the time he was shot, he was hiding and ducking behind a bush. He was scared. Reportedly, Chase would do anything for the people he loved, and he loved to fit in. It was said he was a vibrant and outgoing young man with a huge heart. It was said he would often host fundraisers to help raise money for children's hospitals, and that he hoped to one day help find a cure for cancer. Reportedly, local authorities are continuing to investigate this situation to determine whether or not this type of force was needed. And honestly, I just don't know what to think. I mean, it was a pellet gun and not a real gun, but if cops didn't know it was a pellet gun, they could have thought their life was in danger. I get that. Also, did they know he was autistic? But he was also ducking behind a bush like he was scared. I just need more details, honestly. But either way, this is a super sad and tragic situation, and my prayers are with all of Chase's loved ones. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. It'll definitely be interesting to see how all this plays out. For more content, make sure to follow, and if you're on YouTube, make sure to subscribe.